Wagwan, Sima, how are we in other AMs?
I is Irie, and you?
I am Irie, like Mark Myrie.
Welcome everyone back to Come Chat with Sima. Today I am sitting with the wonderful, beautiful, amazing, I always call my guest that, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, vibesy, Ital.
Oh, you forgot again, I gotta move.
I ain't got another one. Exciting.
Okay, I can go air bomb.
Mr.
Nathan Smith.
The founder of Vegan Food and Vibes. It was a must that I called you for an interview, because you see, when I did have a drink of this, people, it did give me the real wings, yeah? So I was like, Yaga, like, yes, Nathan,
BLENDY.
come true with it. So tell us, what is Vegan Food and Vibes?
So Vegan Food and Vibes is just basically a place where we just want to rediscover healthier foods with fun and togetherness. So, you know, it's not about scrutinizing anybody, it's not about judging anyone of where they are with their health or what they're eating. It's just about, listen, can we rediscover it together? Can we raise awareness and just bring a fun and a happiness element to it together? You know, like, I always used to say, like, I used to eat meat once upon a time.
Yeah.
So I understand sometimes the struggles or sometimes the excitement of some people, how they like it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, it's not about judging anyone. People are where they are. But you know what, like, if we could introduce people step by step, then, you know, maybe some people will change, but that's down to them.
Okay. How long have you been on your plant-based journey?
About 7 years now.
Long time.
Long time.
So what made you decide, you know what, I'm going to start this, I'm going to create food, drinks, and yeah.
Do you know what?
Give insight to the people.
So, like, it all just started randomly. Like, I remember I was at my friend's house and he was about to leave. I think he was going to move out about a week. And then I was like, you know what, let me start a food show. So then done the food show, done about 5 episodes in like 4 days.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Cheese on
That's
bread.
a lot. If for 4 days, 5 days, 4 days, 4 days, 5 episodes.
Yeah, and bear in mind,
And it looks good
I had
as well,
another
you know, like you did put preparation into it and all these things.
what, the episode?
The ones that I've seen, yeah.
Have you seen, okay. Do you know what? I owe a lot of that to my friend Sasha, because she's always been in and around like the cameras, obviously through netball and stuff like that, or just certain other filming stuff.
Yeah.
So how I had it positioned, because she was the first person to come on the show when I started it. Here I said, alright, cool, boom. And how I had the camera positioned, she comes in like, nah, Smith, nah, you need that different type of angle. And so I said, alright, cool, you know what? You've been in and around these spaces, like, let me know what works and whatever. So it was, I think, down to her, like, she helped me be able to see things differently when it comes to the filming aspect of all the other episodes.
Yeah.
And it then allowed me to use one camera a lot more creatively compared to how I was going to do it. Just one. So, yeah, that's how it all began.
Okay. So tell us about BLENDY.
And I charge. So cool. BLENDY now. So this is the real wing, you know. Wingy. So cool. What it was now, this actually started in lockdown. Yeah, the early part.
What, last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
So boom. Obviously, me and the man them, everyone's still like, a lot of people are there in it and like they're thinking like, obviously we know when we're talking about mental health and all kind of things like that. Like, a lot of men are saying, yo man, we need to try and play some ball somewhere, man. Like, this is killing me, man. I need to get out of the house and whatever. So we said, you know what? Let's start a little football thing up, innit? So we went football. So gone football now. And one thing that always, it could even be like at a professional level, yeah? Enough man never come out with a drink. Literally.
What, no water, no...
Nothing. And this is literally majority of the time, yeah, like there might be a few people that have their drink or so, but the majority don't carry out no water or anything like that. And for me, it's always like, carry your things a minute, because you never know, you're gonna need something, and plus you need to hydrate. So I was playing ball, and then I think I turned around one week and I was just like, you know what, why don't I make a couple of juice and bring it in for the man them and see what they're saying, innit? And I was deliberating back and forth, because you know, sometimes you question, is someone even gonna buy what you're selling? You start questioning yourself for all of these aspects, and I was like, you know what, just buy the bottles. This was a little bit of deliberating anyway. And I said, you know, all right, let me buy it, like, come on, man. So I bought it, so I said, you know what, let me just bring it to the man them, bring out like a few of them out of 10. So I gave out 10 of them after one session. The man was like, yo, what's this thing, yo? Bro, I feel like this is after like a 2-hour session. Man, I'm saying, yo, why does it feel like I can go again? Like, my body feels like, nah, what's this? So that's when I was like, you know what, I'm onto something here, innit? And then, obviously, then just decided to start making the labels and all of that. And for me, more than anything, it was a thing where, like, a lot of these sports drinks, the reason why they sell is just because of marketing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, a lot of these, like, the artificial flavorings in them are so bad for us. And what's happened is that we've got so used to these artificial flavorings that people sometimes can't differentiate what is like a real hydration compared to like natural, or sorry, compared to like the artificials. So obviously, in a simple nutshell, like, come on, you take stuff that's got artificial flavoring, it's like you're poisoning your body. So obviously your blood sugar levels are just gonna go. So you get the illusion of, oh yeah, I've got energy. Then later on, now you have this massive come down. Do you know what I mean? So obviously decided to make this with, you know, key limes, agave, African ginger, and what the key ingredient for me is the hydrogen water.
And love.
And love. That's just, that's, I don't even talk about that, because that's natural. You understand?
Yes. When I first tried it, obviously, it was only the other day, recently, and I was doing a recording, and I opened it and I was like, yo, like, let me just sip this one first. So nice, so refreshing. It was airy. I had my friend, he was making some mushroom stew thing. I was like, yep, I'm right in my element, because he kept saying, Sim, stay. They had started drinking because football was on. And they were like, yo, this is nice. We've actually got a recording on Monday, so I'm going to see if we're going to get some more. But from tasting the drink and sharing it as well with other doctors, because Tuesday I'll call you a doctor, yeah, Dr. Smith.
Smith.
I share it with the other doctors anyway. Love Gift Vegan, we actually met you, and my friend Nadia, called her Dr. Nirvana, and they were in love with the drinks as well. So yeah, man.
Now I've worked very hard to actually find the correct balance, because for me it's like, I know a lot of people, especially people who don't take a lot of healthy stuff, they find it tough to drink healthy drinks. So it was like, I just found it like, I have to find an absolute balance, because I always say, like, just in life in per se, like, we need balance in it. Like, never be too high, never be too low, find the middle, don't be too left, don't be too right, you know, find middle. So it was like, I had to just catch it right. So there was a lot of trialing going on, and 1 week sometime, and this one had a bit too much, something tasted a bit too much limey and whatnot. And then I remember just started weighing it out differently now, and then just going for different measurements, and then boom, it's like I find like the perfect balance. And it's been interesting, because when a lot of people, like I say, who don't take healthy stuff, you kind of feel like, oh, you're waiting for that response of, and I've not heard that once.
From no one.
And there was one person who turned around and said, oh, there was some yard woman, she's like, a little bit limey. But other than that, I'm like, raw, like, the majority have actually loved it and appreciated it, and like you said, like, they just feel alive.
Yeah, you feel nice.
But that's because, like I say, so I say like the hydrogen now, so cool, the hydrogen. I have a water filter machine, which is South Korean technology, and if you look at the health scale in the countries, like, for example, like over in Asia and then over in here in the UK, the level of obesity and health issues skyrocket in the UK and within America. But over there in like South Korea and all that Asia, it's very low. Yeah. So a lot of them, I think the majority of people in their households have
hydrogen water.
That technology from the machine.
Okay.
So for me, it was like, all right, cool. When you understand the elements of hydrogen, so like it's the smallest gas. So the difference is now with this water, so it's got the smallest gas, this can go into your body and hydrate your cells. And when they say at a cellular level. So, but the majority of waters that we're drinking, for example, let's say the molecules are that big. It's not really penetrating into your cells, which is why you drink one of these, it's right like raw, like instantly. So, and then like we always say as well, like 80% of ailments stem from dehydration. So one of these, boom.
Talk to me about the eye charge.
So the eye charge, obviously a lot of us now are being deficient in iron for many, many years, and we're not really aware of it. And it was just something, you know, when me and my people, I'm always reasoning and we're speaking about certain things, and like whenever I make anything to do with iron, you just feel different. Like you just feel, you know. So I said, you know what? Why don't I bottle that up as well? Innit? Like get the herbs that Sebi has spoken about, and whether some people respect Sebi or they don't, or they want to say he was too extreme. The man was healing. Do you know what I mean? So respect that element there. You get me? So we started putting obviously the red clover, the sarsaparilla, the elderberries. You just put a few batch of them together, and we just made it work. You know, we say the eye have a charge. That's why we call it the eye charge.
Is it? So, vegan food and vibes. When I met you, you was there, yamming your ital food, ital dish in a Love Gift Vegan. Big up Mother Earth.
Love Gift. Big up yourself. Treat.
And do you know what? I must admit, when you first walked in and you looked and you was like, oh, what's there? I thought you was about 15. I swear down, I thought, oh, young boy.
That's the hydrogen, because it's anti-aging. It's anti-apoptic, so it's always healing your cells. And for example, the telomeres, so boom, all right, just a quick one. So at the end of our DNA, you've got telomeres. I liken it to like, for example, our shoelaces, boom. So because of our environment and the foods that we consume, you know, when we walk on our trainers, on our laces now, this little plastic thing tends to wear and tear. So this is what our environment will do to our telomeres on our DNA. So again, which is why fasting and having the right types of foods will help repair that. So hydrogen is anti-aging, anti-apoptic, so it's always healing the cells. It's anti-obesity,
so how old are
anti-cholesterol. Me no know, right? No, I'm a no, I said young.
That day I was like, oh, it's nice to see a young person coming to eat.
He said 15. Boy,
I thought 15. So anyway, it's only when you came out, you went to the toilet and you came out, and I thought, oh, that's a nice jumper. Vegan food and vibes, and then I think that's how we started talking. And because I'm fast, so
that's why she called chat with Sims.
So I had to ask what vegan food and vibes were. Then you told me that you do events. And same thing, you know, bringing vibes and good energy to health, to healing, and that's so important because, as I said, I've got a friend called Dr. Nirvana, and I know that if I want to ask anything, it could be, she's a fasting queen, always fasting or whatever, and then she might have some key information. Someone might ask me, I can refer them to her, you know, but we had the conversation the other day about making the health, making it sexy, making it fun, making it, you know what I'm saying to you, because a lot of people get put off. Oh, Sim, are you inviting us out? Is it going to be vegan? And it's like, but this is bad. Vegan food is nice. It's just, what? You know what I'm saying? You ain't constipated no more. Your mind clear, everything's irie, literally. So yeah.
So boom, obviously everything's perception, isn't it? And again, there's a desire out there, and like you said, like you just have to find a way to channel a person's desire in order for them to understand what it is that you're doing. Do you know what I mean? And for me, it's like, as long as your intentions behind it is pure, then you just run with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I know what it is. Yes, you see vegan food and vibes, but we're not dealing with the processed food.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't deal with that because it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And my thing is about health. So it's like, how can I obviously provide a space where it's good food, it's natural food, it's nothing to do with process, and help people to understand, like, yo, like, they said this is bad. So like my event that I done,
Yeah.
the V experience, like, the way I had it in my head, and I had to thank my cousin for it, because I had so much in my head that she was like, no, you need to write this down, and boom, boom, boom. So she helped me write it down, all that stuff there. But it was like, no one felt like I could do an event, or not many people felt like I couldn't do an event with no alcohol. Yeah, but I said, nah, it can be done.
Yeah.
Because I know how I feel without alcohol. I can go, when I go out raving, man, like, bruv, I don't get it. Like, why are you so lively?
Yeah.
I'm like, bruv, see, once there's good music and good people, that's me.
Vibes, right?
I'm nice.
Yeah. So, a bit about you now, Mr. Smith. Tell the people.
She wants to drink as well, you know.
Huh?
So she wants to drink as well, you know.
Oh. Which one? This one? The big one? I want the big one. You know,
Oh, she was going for that. I know you're going for that one there still.
Oh, gosh. Yes, you got to cheer. You didn't even cheer.
Sorry.
Just a sip, and the even
Boy,
cheers.
Cheers. Salud. To mi Espanol gentes.
Tastes nice. Give thanks. Thank you. So a bit about yourself. Tell us about your journey before vegan food and vibes. I don't think a lot of I don't know actually. It depends on who's watching, but they might not know your background. And also, I want you to go into how you said, you know what, I'm gonna just stop with the whole meat business. This now gonna make it in our life.
Now gonna make it.
In a day.
That not make it.
Every day.
So cool. What do I even start? I grew up in North London, Wood Green, boom, bam, bam, playing football for a period of time. Ended up signing professionally when I was 21. That was at a time where I didn't even think I was going to make it. And that was just before actually I was involved in a car crash.
Oh, wow.
So my friend was driving, there was a bit of gravel on the floor, skidded out, ended up licking a lamppost. And then I had loads of glass in the side of my face. But it was interesting because around that time, the manager wasn't playing me. I literally felt like he didn't even like me. And then that same week that happens, the same Saturday, he puts me in the team.
No way.
So, I don't know, do you ever have that feeling sometime where you feel like sometimes people want you to fail? And they put you in the limelight because they want you to fail?
Did he know that you was in an accent?
He knew. But he's put me in the team and I'm thinking, bruv, you must want me to fail, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I look back at it, it wasn't even that. Like, he genuinely had a lot of respect for me because after that, he sent like 5 of us on trial down at a team called Yeovil Town. And he was like, yeah, it could be Yeovil or Dagenham. But I remember Yeovil was higher up in the league than Dagenham, and I was just like, listen, I want to try and get as far as possible in the football world.
Yeah.
So went down to Yeovil, 5 of us, then was going back and forth, staying in the hotel. Nothing was there for like 5 weeks. And every week someone got released from the trials. Then I ended up being the last one. And yeah, they ended up signing me, and then I think it was a Good Friday. I ended up getting rushed in lastminute.com, and it was snowing that time. I remember had to go to Hartlepool, up in the north.
Wow.
Far north.
Yeah.
It's kind of like near Scotland, funny enough.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that was an experience because I just lived in London my whole life, innit? So now going over there, and I remember my gran, make sure when you go to them place there, you use knife and fork. Because I'm always a spoon man, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously it's in my head, my gran saying, yeah, knife and fork. So even when we're in the hotel, I'm trying to eat with a knife and fork. And for the life of me, I just can't use a knife and fork.
Yeah.
And plus, I just can't get enough on the fork. It frustrates me.
Yeah.
So after I was like, you know what? Sorry, granny, man, bun this, but I just, had the spoon. Yeah. But yeah, that's how the journey there with football began. Played, there at Yeovil for 3 years. Then I went to Chesterfield. Ended up going to Wembley, playing at Wembley.
Yeah.
Got one of the match as well. Won a football league over there as well. So it was nice to win 2 medals and trophies, because not a lot of people do that at all in their football career. So it was nice to be aware of what it takes to be in a winning side.
Yeah, yeah.
And even there at the same time, I got relegated. So it was like I was able to see. That was my first real tester of and taste of, because when they used to say, you get relegated, that's it, like your life is more or less just, no one's going to want you.
Yeah.
And you build up this perception in your head, like, flip me, like, that's it, life's going to be done now.
Yeah.
But you got relegated and you're still playing football in another league. Like, it wasn't even anything major in that sense there, you know. But then, I got a call out for Jamaica when I was over there as well.
Okay.
Right, brother. What going? You telling me? We're doing a little something, you get me? Everything good? What going? Yes. All right. What going? Yeah, the young people them. Yeah. What going? Yes, enlightenment. Yeah, boy, we just keep it. You get me? Vibes and flow. Sima love in other PMs now. Still, it's a PM. But yeah, so I got a call out for Jamaica national team.
Yeah.
Went over there.
Was you excited? Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah, I was, because it was like, this is Jamaica, innit?
Yeah.
Like, it's a place that actually I love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So boom, went there. And I think one of the best things was meeting Bob Marley's doctor.
Oh, is it?
That was so wicked. Like, he was a real Jenner. Like, his knowledge on things was so much, and then even like just some of the stories on Bob Marley and, you know, the stuff that happened, you know, with the toe stuff and everything that surrounded it. And it was sad to see though how they dealt with him in the movie they done around that time, not the documentary, whatever it was.
I don't think I've seen that.
Because they gave him a little speck. My man was with Bob
every day.
And even when Bob went well, my man's telling him, listen, I want you to take the money, obviously, and build up a hospital for all the people in the ghetto, so it'd be free for them. But he said he was so devoted on making sure like Bob stayed well, that his focus was just that. He didn't really want to bother about anything to do in the hospital or stuff like that. But like, it was wicked. Like, he was mad helpful as well. Like, wicked brother. But then the national team itself, it was just funny, man. Just vibes, like jokes. You know, it's right already with yard people already.
Yeah.
But no, that was a wicked experience. Like, the Jamaican fans, wicked. They're just wicked. Like, you just start noticing that there's a difference in the sense of like, so like English fans will be more like, woo. But then you got the Jamaican fans and they're just like, I want to that boy there. I never forget one time, was it Marlon King? I think he had been in prison or whatever a few times, one of the players. And one of the games I didn't play. And it was interesting, it's like, so I don't know if we was losing, but the game weren't really going our way.
Yeah.
And all I know was, I heard one fan, like more time obviously they'll say, bring on X, Y, and Z, man, come on man, flip it up, we need to live in the game. I just heard one fan shout out, bring on the convict, I was like, where am I? But the Jamaican fans is just wicked.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was nothing, like, it was such a nice feeling though to know that, like, if you win a game, like the whole nation, actually, the whole country is going to be happy.
Yeah, making
it's a different type of feel and like, so, yeah.
But you feel that happens here though? Like, look at the Euros the other day.
No, it does happen, but I think because now I had a chance to be like present within that national team, because now when you're stepping out a road and all the policemen them are reasoning you like, yo dog, like it's a whole different thing now, isn't it? Like, you're with some of the ball of them, and obviously because they know you're with that brother, they know, so alright, cool, so you're part of the team and whatnot, so everything just changes, and like you feel like you actually want to make sure, obviously you want to win games, but it's like even more so, and then like you just like, you know, the Jamaican people, you're just there, everyone's just cool.
People,
and you just want, because you win a game, imagine like the whole island more or less happy.
Yeah.
You know?
See, so you also, following up after, you did a silent retreat as well.
Okay, yeah.
And I want you to talk
about that.
Yeah, I want you to talk about that. I know, like, we're going, I don't know how long we're going, but we're just going with the flow.
So cool, I think that was 2016, if I'm correct. So I remember, I always say this, I want to learn more about myself. And I just kept saying it. And then my friend, she was like, oh, you should do the silent retreat. It's in India. And then she also mentioned landmark forums, one seminar, personal development thing. And then with her, I'm like, you know, there's some people who you just got respect for to a point where you don't even need to ask too much. From they say, yeah, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, say nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I said, you know what? Let me do this. 10-day silent retreat, no reading, no writing, no eye contact, no talking. And I'm like, I don't know, you know. But I said, you know what, I'm not even going to do no real information on it. I'm just going to go into the unknown. So leading up to it was interesting because, I don't know, I just started feeling like, you know what, I feel like I might die.
Really?
Yeah, I just started thinking a whole heap of things because I'm going into a space I don't know.
Yeah.
Then, like, a few things happened. It's all right, you're good. Then a few things happened, like, we went to Amsterdam for my brother's birthday. I just remember sitting, every restaurant we went to, there was only one seat next to him. So I'm like, okay, like,
it's weird.
It's a bit weird, you know that kind of feeling, like, huh? Then come back, my dad's come check me. My dad's been a man for years, used to carry a briefcase with all these documents, you know, old school kind of vibe, innit?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, my dad turns up to my house.
No briefcase.
No briefcase, in an all black night tracksuit, yeah, and he normally wears suits. Got an all black night tracksuit, and he's got on a red bag, yeah. I always had a red bag, and I always used to wear like the plain night tracksuits.
Yeah.
I'm like, then me and my mum and him were just taking pictures like old times. You get me? I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? And then I had to go and link my uncle to get my visa printed. And so as I've gone to link my uncle's been a man for years. Cuff. I've gone to cuff him after I got my visa. He's gone, nah, show me some love. So he's grabbed my hand and I'm like, nah, I'm dead. I'm dying.
Wow.
Because I'm thinking, why is all this now happening, innit? Then obviously you get on the plane. That was another experience because it's like, you're so used to seeing various cultures on the plane, innit? If you're going to Jamaica, you're going to see your own kind of people.
Yeah.
Like, but now, I'm just seeing loads of Asians. And it was like, bro, I actually felt a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I guess because, you know, the mind just likes to refine patterns, innit? Like, create patterns from an environment. So cool. Majority of times when you go on a plane, you see what you see.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing something else. It's feeling very uncomfortable, innit? So anyway, get there now. I think I stayed there a couple of days before going to the actual retreat. Drove to the retreat. That was a long time. I was getting nervous on the way there because I was thinking, now I'm going further and further away.
Did you have phone connection before going to the retreat?
Do you know what? Yeah, I had you know what? I actually took 2 phones.
Did you?
So I had my iPhone and then I had my BlackBerry.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking, nah, I have to keep one phone with me, you know.
Yeah.
Just in case, you know. Yeah. Just in case, cause I don't know, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously you get to the place, and it was actually nice. Like it was very kind of new, should I say? It was in the countryside in India. It was new. Just seeing the cows, because you can see the cows and just walking in the road like normal, and everyone slowing down for the cow, like, yo, the cow's the real messiah over there. But yeah, long and short, boom. So the retreat started, and I was finding it hard to meditate in the beginning. So like it involved like 2 hours. So we had to be up at like 5:30 in the morning. 5 in the morning we had to be up. By 5:30 we had to be in the meditation center. Yeah. Meditating. It was like 2 hours. The majority of the sessions were 2 hours. So it was like 15 plus hours more or less for the day. We had to wash with a little basin, a little bucket.
Okay.
The shower, the toilet thing was the spray gun. So they use that spray thing, you know that spray thing? I don't know what it's called. So basically it's like, I just call it like a shower head. And so they don't use toilet paper.
Oh. So you go poo and then you gotta spray.
Yeah, but I can't lie, because obviously now I've brought my toilet roll and them things. I've come with camping gear to I got sleeping bag, everything. Cause I don't really know where I'm staying in it, but obviously we had to sleep on a metal bed. But the purpose was to keep your ego low.
Right.
So it's a metal bed, probably about that low, so it keeps your ego low, and that's why it's free as well. Because when something's free, you can't complain.
Yeah.
If you pay anything, then you can easily complain. So now, like, your ego is at its all-time low. So you got the spray gun, and I remember I was gonna go to the toilet. So before, at the beginning, we can still talk, innit? Before it started, and I remember saying to them, I said, bruv, I said to this Scottish guy and American guy, I was like, bruv, imagine, they ain't even got no toilet roll, you know, good job I bought my toilet roll. And they went, nah, dude, like, they don't use toilet roll, they use the spray thing. And I said, oh my gosh. Now, I wanted to give an honest account of my time going there.
Yeah.
So now, I can't give an honest account if I start now using toilet paper roll and them stuff there. So I'm like, damn. So obviously now I've got in there now to try out that thing that was difficult, you see? I was splashing off the water and clicking my bowel out. Ah! All of that. I'm like, yo. But then you kind of get the technique of it. And then you're like, yo, this is actually way more hygienic than toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like, literally. So I learned so much over there, man, like just about myself, like I said, with the meditation.
Would you do it again?
100%. I want to do it for 30 days though.
Really?
Yeah, because after the 10 days, so even even getting water, we had to walk like, I timed it one time, then of like 2.5 minutes to just get some water. Had to hand wash your own clothes. So everything was just, like I said, you can't make eye contact. So if I looked at you and we looked at each other, I had to turn away. Okay. Because like, it's gonna show you as well that the amount of prejudgment that you have of people, or the amount of picturing on Photoshop that you have of people, to a point where I can't look at you, but now I'm trying to work out what kind of person you are by how you wash out your plate, by how you even walk out of the room, or how you even take off your shoe before entering the building. And it's like, raw, like the mind is constantly working and doing these things. Yeah. You know? But so by the time we left, but like even like the meditation itself, it was just, I remember sitting there one time, and like they taught us a technique as well of, if you can't sleep, you can still get your body to recharge, but you're just observing all the sensations on your body. And you kind of get the understanding of that because after working on the nostril area, then that's the smallest surface area of the body. So then once you're able to feel like the buzzing sensation here, you're now more in tune, because we all got this feeling, but because of the place where we live in, we kind of lose in touch with ourselves, innit? So, when we done the meditation, so by the time, I remember back, it was one of the times I was in there, and I remember like I could even like have my eyes closed and I could sway, but I wasn't moving. Yeah. And what I realized is that obviously we're still always connected by spirit, innit? And literally I could do that at the beginning, and then I'll stop, and my body would still be moving. And the meditation.
I want to try this. 10 days. 10 days simmer, silent. Bloody hell, I don't know if I could even do a day.
Well, I didn't think I could do it neither. But the meditation itself was wicked, because like I said, like, when you really get into that real space, you can't just stand up straight away. Yeah. So I decided to stand up straight away after one of the meditations. Watch me now.
Wow. Come like you're drunk.
I all drop over on the woman's side.
No way.
And then watch 3 men now. They grab me. I'm on the floor. I said, Lord, I'm dead. I knew it. But what it was like you said, like, because of you're coming back into your body now, innit? So like your consciousness and your awareness is still having that time to settle again. And it's like, raw. So they just held me there until obviously like my body just kind of connected back again, innit? Yeah. But so the good thing was that when I left, I just started feeling like, this is another lesson. I started feeling like buzzing and a knocking. So the right side of my head just kept going like, and I'm like, what the heck? So we're driving home now, bam, bam, bam. Like, what the heck?
Well, like a headache or?
Not even a headache. Because you see what it is, you see when you get more in tune with your body, like, even things like, when you're dehydrated, because you can just feel your head certain way.
Yeah.
You know if you add too much starch. You know why? Because something's gonna happen. Like for me, it would be if I started yamming certain starchy food, my eyes will start to ache.
Okay.
So like I know that something's in the food that isn't on this natural scale, innit? Do you know what I mean? So like my head's knocking, bam, 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 and I can't work it out. So I remember went to the zoo in the end, and then I actually just had like a connection with so many things, so like that with the animals. It was like there was a different type of connection with the animals, which you can't really explain until you've experienced it, innit? But then like even going to the toilet, I remember walking 15 yards down the space, and my nose just started going. I'm like, what the? I'm nowhere even near the toilet yet, you know? The toilet's still about 15, 20 yards away and all that. But my nose is going, I'm like, what the heck? So as I get closer to the toilet now, the strongest smell hits me. So I'm like, what's going off here? And then I'm walking, and something, I was gonna walk into the road whilst I was at the zoo, yeah? And then my head started doing this even more, yeah? And then as I changed my mind to not do the walk into the road just to get around the people, a bike just went.
Wow.
But it's like it feels like a warning, but I can't differentiate it being a warning. And then like I said, boom, the bike come past. And then it was like a ratty, like what is actually going off here, innit? So all these things have happened. So when I got back to the hotel now, I was like, cool. I remember Batty Kid had just done a video interview on stage, and Batty never does interviews like that. So any interview he does, you just tune in because you know you're gonna get bare jokes.
Yeah.
Hi, hello, what? And they heard it too. Like you just know you're gonna get some jokes. Here and then, boy, that we can't par. So I'm tuning in now, but my head's still going bam, 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 bam. I said, nah, I'm skying off here. I said, you know what? Cool. Let me put on some chronics because I think I'm gonna know something right now if I put on chronics and what's gonna happen. And I kid you not, I don't know what chronic song it was, but I put on some chronics music. The knocking stopped, and it was more of a pleasant tingling sensation on the left hand side.
Oh wow.
And that's when I said, raw, like I'm actually in tune with the earth's vibration, innit? And I'm just being warned from danger.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was like, wow. So I was like,
beautiful.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I need to do it. I feel like I should challenge myself. So I was going to do it in the sanctuary, which is Love Gifts. She's got 2 buildings. But yeah, I don't know if I can even do it here. Like you said, environment I think also helps.
Well, they've got a space in, because it's Vipassana, they've got a space in, I think it's Hertfordshire.
Okay. So I'll look into that. You can tell me more. Well, thank you for our lovely chat. This was a nice chat, very informative. We did learn a couple new things about you.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't even know some of them stuff, would you?
No, not at all. So yeah, give thanks. For people that want to...
I got a gift for you as well.
Oh, thank you.
I'm giving her a clean.
What's a clean?
So, we thought we'll put together the clean car. Everybody's oral mouth have a clean, you see me?
Right.
So obviously, put together a tooth powder. And it just, it contributes to getting rid of the bacteria that constitutes towards gum disease and toothaches.
Right.
All of these things, like I said, that I create, that I put together.
Right, now that, because I didn't know about clean, so before you go any further, what?
It's exclusive.
Okay, because
you get the exclusive, you'll get the exclusive.
We've got the BLENDY, we've got the eye charge, now we've got the clean. What else do you do?
Do you know what? I might have one more thing in there actually, Well,
coming up with some surprises.
Because you know what it is? I've got a few things I'm coming through with. So cool, boom. We have the washout. Granny would always say,
you need that washout.
A washout.
You put pink. No, sorry.
You know what I mean? Again. But it's true though, and the thing is, many people get that there wrong. Like, when your poos, your bowels are smelling, that means something rotten's going off inside you.
Yeah.
And we need to do our best to keep our bowel area clean as possible. Why? Because that's where the true rejuvenation happens. Which is why when you fast, the full digestive system goes to work on all mucus matters that have been accumulated in diseases from childhood.
Right.
You know, so put this one here together, especially when I created the health journey as well, and put this together just to purify as much of the inside as possible. Like we said, because there's too much pathological bed sometimes just laying in us.
Let me see this now.
Especially if we had like certain meats or dairy products over the years, and I always liken it to like, imagine if you never flushed your toilet.
Jeez.
And you used it for 7 days straight.
Yeah, crazy.
It's gonna tink.
Crazy.
So imagine that, like, you not giving yourself an internal washout.
Yeah.
What's really chilling there? Because everything ain't coming out, especially if you're eating certain foods that can't break down into the body properly.
Yeah. So this is your range at the moment.
Oh, sorry, and we also got an extra virgin olive oil from the Mediterranean, and olive oil constitutes the smooth running of your internal organs and aids digestion.
Okay, so holy pudding coming true.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Smith come and surprised me today. Thank you for my gift. I appreciate that.
No.
And where can people purchase your products?
So, website should be out within the next week or two. Just trying to finalize one or two things. I might change one or two. Yeah. But other than that, just find man on Vegan Food and Vibes on Instagram, even on Facebook as well, but mainly Instagram. So yeah, Vegan Food and Vibes, and with an N.
And a bit like Vibes and Flow.
Vegan Food and Vibes and Vibes and Flow. One check, see how we go. Geronimo.
And the website will be www.veganfoodsandvibes.com.co.uk.
That is correcto.
Which one? Com.
Oh, sorry, com.
Cool. Make sure you follow and get yourself hydrated this just summer. Every day. It doesn't even matter if it's summer or not. You know what I'm saying? I think I might get this today from you if I can. This is not open, is it? And yeah, give thanks. Make sure you subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and all of these things. What are we doing now? Cool. Peace.
BLENDY.
I should have done another cheers. Have you nearly finished your drink?
BLENDY.
Subscribe, turn on your notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend, share it, like it, and all of these things. Follow the links below, and until next time, peace and blessings to you.